it's live.
Alright, I'm gonna get that link one time. Ali, you and me not live right now? If Ali and me good night to the people in Trinidad and Tobago taking in the live. Alright, Facebook went live. You and me not live right hey! Now? If Ali and me good night to the people in Trinidad and Tobago taking in the live. Alright, Facebook went live. Check one. I hear you saying, Mama, wait, let me mute my mic.
Coming back, bodies intact. You've thrown me off track. Now there's no going back. Yeah. Feels good lying next to you in this bay. I tried to leave, but I just came back and stayed. Eyes rolling to the back of your head. Burning up, my body's turning red. Brown-eyed devils. Brown-eyed devils. Embrace me before Waking up in your room feels like I'm home, but you are no good, so I can't be the one. No, feels good to put you out of my head, 'cause I'm not like you, I can't pretend. Oh, I wonder how I wanna never leave this bed, 'cause you've carved your face out of my head. Brown-eyed devils, yeah. Brown-eyed devils, embrace me before you speak, unless it's true. Don't say a thing, 'cause brown-eyed devils will say anything. I hate you, I love you, I can't be without you. I want you, I need you, can't be here without you. I hate you, I love you, I can't be without you. I want you, I need you, can't be here. I hate you, I love you, I can't be without you. I want you, I need you, can't be here without you. I hate you, I love you, I can't be without you. I want you, I need you, can't be here without you. Can't be here without you. Can't. Brown-eyed devils, embrace me before you speak, unless it's true. Don't say a thing, 'cause brown-eyed devils will say anything. Will say anything. Will say anything. Will say anything. Will say anything.
Georgie, Porgy, pudding and pie, kiss the girls and make them cry. When the boys come out to play, all the girls just run away. The spirit of Manu Benjamin lives, lurks in the valleys of the shadows of our streets, creeps into young boys until that's what they become. So when the boys come out to play, no woman passing by is safe. Georgie, Porgy, pudding and pie suit the girls, but they would not smile. Once a female pass, he has to make a comment about the size of their or the contents in her jeans, as if it's his jeans or it's his true religion, the cat called. Whether she's in a short pants or a well-attired suit, he's in pursuit, and all his boys would follow suit. Family! But you can't relate to these boys' family, as all the bros know, it's against the bro code that if she's a sister, leave she alone, as that gives leverage to their life in leggings. And this was the case for Georgie Porgy's pudding pie. He treated her like any man would treat a sister. He'd assist her in every way, be the cure for her blister, and band-aid, be the roar to her whisper when she's afraid. Blood was thicker than water, but their syrup of a bun was the thickest thing it had to offer. Ever since they were kids, she was his everything, his rainbow rain and sunshine. Sometimes But all the time, she was everything to him. He valued and honored her. But when the boys come out to play, if you hear the things Georgie would say, like, man is the key, so no need to adore a woman when you are entitled to her locks. They came from a man's rib, so we decide when to untie their ribbons and let our presence be known inside of them. Them women, them like to course. I know this to convince them when they say no, so even though they have a nice walk and a big car, I still name man. All a ranking thing done with some chloroform and a cloth in the back of a panel van. And so the jokes is going Georgie Porgy with the boys. But all jokes contain truth. And when the boys come out to play, and Georgie Porgy was away, even if you say your prayers to these predators, all you're going to be is pray. These boys would lurk in the valley of the shadows of these streets, creep until they found their sheep of a prey. The Lord, being her shepherd, can prevent her from what they want. They make it her to lie down in green pastures and destroy it her soul. Their rods and their staffs discomfort her. They anoint us her head with her own blood as it runneth over from the beatings. And the only goodness and mercy they showed was dumping her body close to the roadside as she had to play dead to stay alive. And as Georgie Porgy was passing by, he heard the cries of his pudding pie. He barely recognized her. On her skin, scratches and bruises from lashes were blew in and blackened as it colonized her melanin. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe his boys were responsible when she told him. He couldn't believe he had to call the police for his boys. As they were arresting them, their faces showed no guilt. As to them, rape wasn't a deviant act in a normal environment. It was a normal act in a deviant one. But how are you going to do this to she? How are you going to do this to me? As if he was any different from them. As if he don't treat women the same way. But how are you going to do this to me? How are you going to do this to she? And one of the boys replied, well, you getting on so? He's not your real sister anyways. And it was the truth. She wasn't his real sister. But he had grown to respect her over the years so much so that he treated her like his. And in that moment, Georgie realized that a man doesn't need to be related to a woman for her to be humanized.
I think God chose the worst time for me to be deaf. I have reached the age where the clock ticks a bit faster on the things that would usually last a bit longer. I can't walk a tightrope. I wasn't born with a balancing stick. I don't know how to ride a bike. I wasn't given that privilege. I can't hear the whistling of wind in my eardrums. I can't hear drums because my ears numb. I can't hear and I can't run. I can't run away from the biting back pedals of bursting, blissful ignorance no more. I think God chose the worst time for me to be deaf. I was formed when the earth was without form. So there was no sound for him to breathe the breath of hearing into me and everything. everything is tranquil chaos. Like watching a silent action movie in black and white. I only hear in black and white a silent language. I am deaf. I am deaf. Mouths and fingers move in unison, and I hear neither. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of my bleeding hands dripping dried black blood from constantly trying to claw these barbed wire fences from over my ears. And like a snake that doesn't want to shed its skin, I'm cocooning myself in every form of poison that offers me a chance to hear something. And when you call on power, steering, and your ears can't respond, crashes are inevitable. So my seatbelt is strapped. Both hands on the steering wheel. I turn left and I fail to put on my indicator like 85% of drivers in TNT, and I'm driving. And it's like a dull knife in the middle of butchering a bull. It's barely controllable. I just want the car to crash. So maybe the caving in pieces of the windshields could commence my hearing. Maybe I could hear the skid of the tires screeching when Jesus takes the wheel to swerve me out of my oncoming fate. I am so desperate to hear something, a little thing, a something. I need a head-on collision. I guess I was not clear on what I wanted. Because as I'm searching for peace, my vehicle gets smashed to pieces and my synapses are misfiring. This weight more than gravity, depravity's disastrous grasp. This exit was not escape, and no. I didn't hear the sound of the truck connecting metal with my vehicle. I did not hear the way the driver's ribs shattered with the velocity of a car crashing into a liquor store. I did not hear his torso being thrust forwards. I did not hear his collarbone hitting the steering wheel, and no. The fiberglass dust ground into bloodstains did not form a hearing aid. There is nothing left but the way I feel. Lost in a sea of burning rubber and engine grease, dizzy and still deaf. Bloodstained hands contradict my peaceful words. A banshee death wail resonates in my skull like a struck gong, titrating a decibel like a tuning fork as my spirit slowly spirals. I promise I'm not the serpent in that car crash you believe me to be. I wouldn't disrupt this earth's garden to turn over new leaves. Even Eden had no hearing aid for me.
They say you was always a real soldier. I guess they were right. That's why you left, right? Left. Not an explanation. You were never even here in the first place, and I used to pray. Every day that I'll meet you one day, praying in vain, as though it's in my DNA. Like these are trees, seeds planted but never reaped for harvest. You can ask for forgiveness, but it's not up to me to forgive this. Welcome to your tape. Recording. This is a record recalling all things appalling. According to this, a calling upon my younger self to deliver this message. My name is Marcus Millet. When I was 5 years old, I was first made aware that every child has a father. When I was 7, I was told I don't have a father. When I was 9, I first met the father I never knew I had when I was 11. I made no one proud after common entrance. When I was 13, I vacationed by my father. I learned that I was the product of a one-night stand. He said to me, as if saying it had to be a trap. Women are traps. When I was 15, I vacationed there again. This time I stayed with his mother. From her, I learned that he was her favorite son. That he had a wife, but she left him because he was a soldier shooting blanks from his gun. She told me I was a miracle. She told me I was a miracle. And all that meant to me was that she desperately wanted a grandson from him. I couldn't imagine a reason for someone to pop up wanting to be a pup to a 9-year-old puppy. Can you imagine the earthquake greeted by a rhythm section in my chest when I called a stranger Daddy? For the very first time in my existence. When I was 18, he said he wanted nothing to do with me ever again, and that I will never amount to anything. How cliche. The feeling was mutual anyway. He was never a real soldier, because no soldier leaves another behind, and I was left back in your defense. Father, I see why it was easy for you to leave branches broken if you were the missing half of my family tree. To be honest, sometimes I wish you were dead. And I don't say that out of anger or hate, but faith. Because do you have any idea what it feels like knowing you were abandoned by choice? The irony. I will choose a dead father over a dead beat father. Father, forgive me if I choose to accept that to compensate for believing that his great traits lives in me. Like how he would lift his son off the floor if his first steps left him floored. The way he would teach his son the effect of respect and reflect on how to reject friends that don't respect themselves, because you can never love someone unless you love yourself. The way he would teach his son how to be humble in defeat. The way he would dream of the day he starts his own family. And every time I say that out loud, it takes the breath right out of me. Because if you were dead, Father, then your abandonment wouldn't have passed on these values I've used. All the things you were unable to do as cues for what not to do. Silly of me to think that you could have taught me how to be the father you never were. Because when I was a child, I thought I needed you. And I did. I needed you to do exactly what you did. Mission accomplished, soldier.
I'm hoping for the best. Let me clarify.
Yeah, we good.
Basically.
Alex, don't pass through this thing here. Just stay in the corner there, right?
The kind of back that could block a man's sins when he stands straight.
Welcome to another episode of Slam Review. We live here. We real live. We live, right? We live and we pumping here. We have a nice inside of the Slam Review. And we're here for the draw. This is the first time we're doing this live. Drawing for the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final number 1. So we're doing it World Cup style. So let me explain to you exactly what is going to happen. Well, here with me is Atia Douglas. Of course, I'm Derron Sandy. And what Atia is going to do is dig into these dustbins. Now, you have to understand, this is not a fancy container or nothing like that. This is 2 old dustbin we find, and we take it up, you clean it, you wash it or anything?
Maybe not.
She did not wash it.
Maybe.
But all the same, she still has to push her hands inside of there. And on this side here, we have the names of every single competitor in the First Citizens National Poetry Slam Semi-Final 1, which happening this Sunday at the Central Bank Auditorium from 5 p.m. Only make sure and come out. Get your tickets at selected Francis Fashion outlets. And of course, the numbers on this side. So we're going to pull our name and then a corresponding number. And that is where the person going to be in the, that is the spot the person going to be performing in the First Citizens National Poetry Slam Semi-Final 1. So it's a new thing, and when the live stream they now start, they'll saying all kind of thing. Atia was singing a soca and all kind of thing, but Mama Reach and all kind of thing. Atia, what kind of vibes is really getting on with? So you're going to look to start the vibes one time. Also, in this live episode of the Slam Review, we're going to give away 5 tickets. We're going to give away 5 tickets, and it's real easy to win tickets in the Slam Review for the semi-final coming up this Sunday. So we're going to give away the first one time, as a matter of fact. Here what you have to do, you're watching the live stream, nice, everything cool, you're seeing me here, you're seeing Atia here, you know, Isaiah in the back, so Vincent across, so all are we here? We're here at the Writing Center. This is the new home for the Bocas Lit Fest and the 2 Cents Movement on Alcazar Street in Port of Spain. So here we are to win that first ticket. Right now, as you're watching the live stream, all you have to do is comment a 4-line rhyme. The first person to comment it, you win the ticket. Who going to monitor that for me? You watching it? Yeah, the first person to type in the 4-line rhyme, ticket is yours to the first semi-final at the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. Where you want to find out the fact if we're waiting now? Well, I believe the people thirst, the people want to come to the show, so somebody had to get in 4 lines. It's all about typing skills, and if you could rhyme as well, you know you have it locked there, and a free ticket is yours. Then we're going to get right into the draw. What position do you want the poet that you supporting to perform in? Everybody hate position number 1. Position number 1 seems to be, you know, the kind of icebreaker for the slam. People like 6 and 7. And of course, nobody wants to go last, position number 20 and that kind of thing. That don't go too good sometimes. And I could tell you about that. I performed last in a slam, and I believe I came last that year. But that is a different story. You get anybody the 4-line rhymers yet? Them really do want that ticket. So we're going into the draw one time. So Atia, what you're going to do is you're going to stretch it. What are you doing? You're putting on to see what is, look how big the dustbin cover, the dustbin mouth is. Anyway, right, so we're going to take our name first. And then we're going to take the number, right? And we'll see how it goes. So go ahead. Right. So you see we have a nice little fancy brown envelope and thing. To rough it up, yeah, they use back these envelopes. And the first poet, Gabriella Bernard. So Gabriella Bernard. What position you want to come in? Put Gabriella position, you see? Gabriella Bernard. So the tension done quick. Gabriella Bernard is position number 1. Gabriella, sorry, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sorry. It's she who pulled Gabriella. So Gabriella gonna be opening the show come Sunday. We get the person in the 4-line rhyme. Alright, you just link it up there for me. Let's go into another poet, another position. I like that fella who went that day. We'll talk about that after we draw this one. Alright, so we're going in. Remember, we're drawing for the semi-final 1 of the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. This is the Slam Review live. Seth Sylvester. Well, you'd have just heard Seth with a poem, Seth, Marcus, and Deja. Of course, they are in the semi-final. So let's see what number Seth will be performing at. You want to shake it up? I didn't really want to touch this banana. Yeah, you go ahead. You put a number. Only one so far. Seth Sylvester, you'll be position number 11. So Seth Sylvester in position number 11, and you'll see the nice little graphic building up as we see in which poet performing at which spot. So Mackay Brooms. Mackay, I just call him man Brooms, and I know the man has Brooms. McKeely Brooms is our winner of the first ticket for the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final number 1. Brooms, pick up yourself, you're inside. I want to hear the rhyme now. I want to hear the rhyme at some point. I can't watch and do this. Let go on, let keep drawing. We don't have much time to waste here. Of course, big up the Bocas Lit Fest. You see the little banner in the back here. We're in the right-hand center. The new home of the Bocas Lit Fest and the 2 Cents Movement. I know this fella, you know? Miguel Jagannath. Miguel Jagannath. And Miguel, what position are you going to be performing? Of course, the lovely Atia is going to tell you. Position number 12. So, Miguel Jagannath, you in position number 12. So we have 11 and 12 here, right after set here, right after the 2016 defending champion. So Miguel, you know, you had to bring it hard because the poet's coming hard. Let me keep rolling. All right, so here with another poet. I like this girl name, Dominique Friday. But today's Thursday. But all the same, we still gonna see what position Dominique gonna be performing in. You're shaking up that right through. It's juju you're doing with. And she's coming down to the end. She'll be in position number 17. So Dominique in position number 17. We're moving on. What are you doing? You're dreaming, huh? Who's your favorite poet? Who are you backing for semi-final one? You can't say that. Everybody. Because this is a non-biased program at here. Everybody. Marcus Abraham. Marcus Abraham. Let's see what position Marcus will be performing in. And of course, my production manager trying to show me some kind of sign there. Marcus, you're in position number 14. Not Marcus Millet. Marcus Abraham, you're in position number 14. So we're getting rid of some of the big numbers and that kind of thing. Comment didn't. I can't read. You understand how he put up there?
Javon Ford's comment didn't load in time.
Oh, so Brooms win. Javon win. Oh, he now see the load. So we cheat Brooms then. So he big up Brooms for nothing. Hard luck by Brooms, boy. You lost. You lost, man. That's how it just goes sometimes. Sometimes with the internet speed and thing now, boy, it's just going a kind of way that, you know, pain and sorrow, boy, pain and sorrow. So far we have Marcus Abraham at number 14. We have Dominique at position number 17. We have Miguel in 12. We have Seth at 11. And we have Gabriel, a lucky position number 1. Let's continue the draw now. So let me see who we have here now. Boy, Danica Thomas. And let's see what position Danica is going to be performing in. We know real big things happening with Danica lately. But this is the biggest thing happening to her here. Danica, position number 20. 20. That is the last one? Yeah, that's the last one. Well, you see who pull it, right? So, you know, Danica, it's a love still thing, but position 20 is position 20, and it is what it is. You just have to go out there and, you know, do your best. Do your best. We're moving on to the next poet. We have Davon Musgrave. Of course, Davon have a single coming out with Zakia Gill just now. But we're going to see what position he's going to be performing in come Sunday at the Central Bank Auditorium. We're starting from 5 p.m. sharp. Davon, you are right before Danica, position number 19. So big up yourself, Mr. Musgrave. You and Danica, we have a real strong close to the show coming on this Sunday here. Let's move on to the next poet. And then after we draw this one, we'll see if we can take another free ticket. There's somebody win a free ticket. Deja Lewis, another one of the poets. We have just seen a performance from Deja, skillful young St. George's College student. Here you go ahead and pull out the number. Position number 18, like we're going in an order there now, boy. Position number 18, so we have Deja at 18. Davon at 19, and Danica at 20. 3Ds coming down close to the end. So we're going to give away another slam ticket right now to the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final number 1. Number 1, all you have to do is tell me who performing at position number 1. The first person to comment, you win a ticket one time. Who is performing at position number 1? Brooms, this is your chance here. You could redeem yourself now, Brooms. This is your chance to redeem yourself. Why are you laughing at the man? You sorry? Redeem yourself here. Who performing at position number 1? We already talked about it already. We know the person. I'll just give you a small hint. It's a girl, right? And her first name starts with G. And her surname. So we have somebody winning it. Which Marcus is that? Millet? Marcus Millet, congratulations. So you don't have to buy a free ticket for your girl. Anyway, let me go and think of people's business on the Slam Review. This is not that kind of show. Marcus Millet, you win the free ticket and you're free to give whoever you want that, whether it's whoever, right? So Marcus, big up yourself, congratulations. So far we have Javon Ford and Marcus Millet winning tickets to the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final 1. Congratulations. We're continuing with the draw right now. Alright, so let's see who next. All the way from Tobago, Oshun Trim. Oshun Trim. And let's see what position Oshun will be performing in. It has some of these numbers. No, some of them stick up. You know, it's a dustbin. I never know somebody take a piece of chewing gum or spit in it or whatever the case is. I know now they're in a position where the numbers stick in there. You understand? Where's this on here? Look at a little piece of spit on here. Position number 15, Oshun Trim, you are in position number 15. Pick up yourself. Make sure and catch the ferry or the aeroplane on time. Position number 15. It has no more ferry? Well, you might have to do the Watson Duke, yes, and swim it. Let me go on to the next name. Who we have here now? I'm not too familiar with this person. Sharifa Selman. No, I know Sharifa, man. I interviewed Sharifa, I think, and yeah, I know Sharifa. Sorry, I apologize. Let's see what position Sharifa Selman will be performing in. You only complain. Do not raise your voice at me in the writing center, right? Do not raise your voice at me in the... Sharifa, lucky number 13. Lucky number 13 for Sharifa Selman. So big up yourself, Sharifa. Number 13. So we're moving on to the next poet and we're going to give away another ticket right after that. Ah boy, the man who now win a ticket, Marcus Millet. Let's see what position we're going to put the boy Marcus to perform in here now. I'm sorry, where you want me to put the bin? Where you want me to put the bin?
Within my reach.
Marcus Millet, number 10, the Pele position, boy. Number 10, Marcus Millet. So let me move on to one more and we'll take the draw after. Veshmati Ramlokan. And we're going to see what position we're going to put Veshmati to perform in. Veshmati, you are position number 2. Position number 2, Veshmati. So you're right after Gabriela. Veshmati. We're going to give away our next ticket. Tell me who is performing last in the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final 1. Who is the last performer? First person to answer, you're inside the slam. We have a free ticket waiting for you. Somebody done get you there already? Nah, they're taking long. The graphics, the graphic on screen? The graphic on screen right now? The graphic on screen, it right there. Who's in the last position? All right, it looks like we have our winner coming in. Congratulations. I tell you, congratulations in advance. Big up yourself in advance. You're inside the First Citizens National Poetry Slam semi-final 1 this Sunday at the Central Bank Auditorium starting from 5 o'clock. Big up First Citizens. Javon Louis or Lewis, however you pronounce that. Javon, big up yourself. You know that person, huh?
No.
So how you yin. So I tell you, this is let me explain something to you. This show is a non-biased show. Right? We don't really be bigging up people in no kind of way whereby, you know? So a man win a ticket.
If you come to Islam, you have a terrible time. Is that better?
Javon, you could contact the First Citizens, the National Poetry Slam Trinidad and Tobago page. Just message us and we'll organize your ticket for you. Let me go on to the next poet. Let me get this draw completed here. It's semi-final 1. We're lining them up right now. We're going to see who have the masterpiece. Who's going to come with the work? Brendan O'Brien, the 2014 runner-up at the National Poetry Slam. Let's see what position Brendan is going to perform in. Let me help you out. This better.
I appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
There you go.
You're welcome. Add a holy dustbin. Add a open the card.
It's Women's Day.
Brendan, you're in position number 4. Brendan, you're in position number 4. So we have a juggernaut coming in there in the earlies. Nice? Let's go on to the next poet and see what's going on. So another name here for semi-final 1. Carlon George. Carlon George. Georgie Porgy. Let's see what position he's going to perform in. Yeah, I just see germs and things. I just thinking out on you there. That make it worse. We get back high again. Position number 16. Carlon is in position number 16. So Carlon, we're waiting for you in that position. Make sure and come out to the slam hall. Make sure and put up the poets are talking to now. Now the only way you could promote the slam is if you all help us. So take your picture off of the National Poetry Slam Trinidad and Tobago page. Download it on your computer or your phone, your smartphone, whether it is your phone smart or dunce or whatever. You download it, you go onto your profile, you click it and you'll see a little option in the corner for you to change your profile picture to the profile picture of the National Poetry Slam. You want people to come out and support you. Remember, you all are an important part of building this spoken word brand. And we have the baddest brand in the region and we are the best slam in the whole world. Ask anybody. You don't see this happening in no other slam, big World Cup drawing thing. Atia, what are you waiting on? We are waiting on in truth.
I don't know.
We'll take another draw after this. We'll give away something after this. Carissa Rudolfo. Carissa coming all the way from Barbados to perform at position number 1. She here already? She here and Carissa and she never even say, hey, Derron and Trinidad, thing, dog, cat, let me bring some Barbados, sorry. Right. We put this line in for, this is for.
So that you know what it is. Because you know you could get 61919 for 6. So, yeah.
Carissa in position number 6. Position number 6, Carissa, big up yourself. So we have another ticket to give away. We give away how much so far? 3? So we have 2 more to give away. Alright, so for now I'm gonna ask. Yeah. I mean, if you battery dead, you should stop. You should stop. Somebody get you position number 4. But we continue in the meantime. Celeste Fortune or Fortune, however she pronounces that. So Celeste Fortune, that's Fortune. So Celeste Fortune. Let's see what number the Fortune brings you. For semi-final number 1 at Central Bank. Position number 8. Position number 8. Celeste. Position number 8. We'll see in that position. Let's go on to the next person. So the poetry journey number 1, number 2 go. So everybody kinda, from there kinda alright. Number 20 go on. Shakir Gray. Let's see what position Shakir will be performing in. Shakir, you are in position number 5. Easy down position from Madrid. Position number 5. Right. So we have to realize you had a little audio problem. You know, it's on the live feed. So you all didn't hear the last giveaway for the 4 tickets that we wanted to give. All you had to do was comment who will be performing at position number 2. Now, you have to be the 5th person to comment. You have to be the 5th correct comment. Now, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. It's not really a game you can wait to comment. But you just start a comment once, comment twice, comment 3 times, fake somebody, let them comment, and then you comment to be the 5th person. And you get a free ticket to the First Citizens National Poetry Slam Semi-Final 1 at the Central Bank Auditorium. Of course, big up First Citizens. They have been supporting us for years now. So this is 2013 edition of the competition, and they watch the competition grow. Of course, big up the Bocas Lit Fest too for supporting the youth voice, and big up the 2 Cents movement, always doing the hard work on the ground. So comment, be the 5th person to comment. Let's tell us who is performing at position number 2 in the semi-finals come Sunday. And you win a free ticket, easy, just so. We also have a special announcement to make. You know, we had a little competition going on, and that person had a grand prize, a real grand prize to win. That person would be winning a ticket to semi-final 1, semi-final 2, and the final. And we have that person already. So that is the winner there for the 5th comment. That person gets you fast. I'll announce the winner after I draw this poet right here. Just have a few more to go and see much more envelopes left here. Ah boy, this man must be waiting for your name. Michael Logie. So let's see what position Michael Logie will be performing in. Just a few positions left. So it could only be left. And there we have Michael Logie at position number 3. So Michael Logie at position 2 times before 2016, 2017. He had dual finalists. And of course we have the winner. Another ticket winner. That person was the 5th person to comment, as we said. And of course position number 2 is Brendan O'Brien. If I remember it clearly, it was Brendan. It was Veshmati. Veshmati came here number 2. Brendan number 4. Right. So Veshmati and Deja Lewis, you are our 5th person to comment. So congratulations, Deja. These poets making sure that their fans get in the semi-final for free. And that's why you had to move. You had to be smart to make sure you have a nice fan base. Of course, crowd support is one of the items on the rubric for the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. So we just had Logie here, position number 3, and we're going on to we just have 2 more poets to draw from the dustbin, from the
I enjoy digging in the dustbin. I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah, I know you like that vibe. Vegan, see that thing. Vegan, see that thing. Shay Riley, and I think this is first time in the semi-finals, you know. So let's see what position Shay will be performing in. Shay? I'm sorry for calling you that. What does it mean?
So the other one was a 6. The other one had the line words.
In position number 9, like the Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo, the Brazil Ronaldo. So in the Ronaldo position, pick up yourself, right? And the last poet, I don't think it's all fair, but all the other trash. Guys, wait, I want to see some kind of attack crying there thing, man. This woman's there killing someone.
International
Woman's there chilling out garbage and all that kind of thing. That's not nice. But it's a one love inside of the 2 Cent movement. Aliyah Jackson, you are the last poet to come out of the bins today. And you will be performing, of course, well, you knew it by now, position number 7. 7 is a lucky number. That is the new Ronaldo position, the Cristiano Ronaldo position. So Aliyah, pick up yourself. So we have the finalists, the semi-finalists lined up. You see them right underneath here. So take a look at the graphics, see who perform at what point, see at which point you have to prepare your throat for, etc., etc. Brooms, miss it again, boy, brooms. You was the sixth person to come in, watch that brooms. You had to jump out $100 with all my Francis fashion and one of the selected outlets nationwide and get a ticket to the brooms, boy. You're a real unlucky boy. But we have one more ticket to give away, so maybe you might get this one. We'll make it real interesting. We're looking for the 10th comment. We're looking for the 10th comment, and the 10th comment must show us who is the 10th performer for the semi-finals coming up. So we're looking for the 10th comment. The 10th comment will show us who is the 10th performer. Bruce! I think I remember who had the payday number. I do remember who had the payday number. Right? As program in mind, I remember it. Right? So we'll see here now the 10th correct comment and the 10th performer. In the meantime, I need to announce the winner of the Grand Slam giveaway. Now this person will fight for their lives. I used to see them broadcasting people at different hours in the night to get people to like their comment under one of the episodes for the Slam Review on the National Poetry Slam Trinidad and Tobago page. And watch that. That person, real cheaper. Watch that. I know the person on a personal level, and me afraid to say that the person cheap and has begging me for a ticket even before the tickets start to give away. But you work hard, and when you work hard, you are rewarded. And we have a semi-final ticket fair for Sunday. We have another semi-final ticket fair for the next Sunday. And of course, you're inside the finals. You are the first person to book a place inside the finals. You book your space, first you cheap. You book your space in the finals before any poet. Alia Williams, big up yourself. Congratulations. Contact the National Poetry Slam. You are our Grand Slam winner. You win the whole grand package. You might add, we could show you something in that package. You could get a little picture of the poet. So
okay, poets, right?
No, nobody want a picture.
My bad.
Nobody want a picture. He win again? No, the man win, he win. What brooms come? I just want to know what brooms come, if anything. Marcus Miller, congratulations, you win another ticket. So you have a ticket for your girlfriend and you have a ticket for your next. Hey, let me stop talking nonsense on this Slam Review. Marcus, big up yourself, you're inside. 2 tickets for you and Marcus, boy. Marcus. But Marcus, man, is always have a big fan base too, eh? He always have a big fan base, and the whole up into road is countdown when they unrelease self to inside the National Poetry Slam. Bruce didn't even try, he didn't try. He gave up by Bruce, or he got down into Francis fashion. Right? So there have it, the positions for semi-final number 1. All the poets, the best wishes to you all as you all go there at the Central Bank Auditorium. Come this Sunday. Just relax and enjoy the experience. The National Poetry Slam is an experience like no other. But before we leave, I just want to we always have a big up segment inside of the Slam Review. And today we want to big up Marina Solandi Brown, the founder of the Bocas Lit Fest. And of course, has done a lot of hard work in making sure literature stays very relevant in Trinidad and Tobago and across the region, and giving the National Poetry Slam that extra boost that it needed to really reach the audience that it wanted, that we want to reach as poets, as young people with a voice. So Marina Solandi Brown, hey, we have a picture up there. Marina, big up yourself. Hey, look Marina, hey, look at Marina. Marina, big up yourself and continue doing the hard work. We really appreciate it. Big up First Citizens, big up the Bocas Lit Fest, big up the 2 Cents Movement. Show me that last sign out, show me that Isaiah. Show me one set of signs during the vibes here. She asks if somebody messaged the given, what? Derron Lewis given him. Where's that? What school you went? What school you went? You understand that?
I understand. That's woman power.
Explain it to me,
Derron Lewis, a good soul, given McKeely Brooms his tickets. Alright? Yes, alright.
Derron Lewis, if you're sorry. Hey, we still have good people in Trinidad and Tobago, and of course the best stories from some of the best people and the best storytellers in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display this Sunday at the Central Bank Auditorium. Is the First Citizens National Poetry Slam. All of us watching the Slam Review live. All the winners, big up yourself. All the poets, big up yourself. And of course, we'll be doing the draw for semi-final 2. come next week. In the meantime, you can check out the latest 2 in 2 episode from the 2 Cents Movement. Once the live stream finishes, go across to the 2 and 2 page. We have a realist Wakanda Forever from Alex Stewart. So you have to go across and check that poem. And of course, we'll continue to be dropping poems from previous semi-finalists on the National Poetry Slam Trinidad and Tobago page. Atia, thank you very much. Isaiah, big up yourself. Vincent, big up yourself. You know, one small team, big production. I'm Derron Sandy. This was the Slam Review Live. And we out! We gone yet? We still there. He hung up, which means we still there at live TV. But you know, after the music quarters,